Hello, 45 DIY Papa here, and today we're going to put an FM modulator into the stock stereo on my 2005 GMC Sierra. Now, why am I putting just an FM modulator in it, not a new stereo? Well, there's a few reasons. Yeah, I really don't need all the functions of a new stereo. As long as I have a good FM signal, this is going to do everything I want. I'll just plug my phone in. That's what I normally do with my other cars. I can count on one hand how many CDs I've put in my cars in the last year. So I don't use a CD function often. Either using my phone, if I've got the one with the FM modulator in it, or I'm just listening to the radio around town. So we're going to go ahead and put this FM modulator in here so I can listen to stuff on my phone. I can listen to podcasts. I can do a lot more various entertainment options. And all I really need is a good quality AM FM radio, which is already in the truck. The other caveat to this is that GM in these years, with the security systems and stuff they added to the radios, I don't have to take this in. I don't have to have things reprogrammed. I've got to find a different power wire so I can power this, but that's easy to do, and everything remains stock and operates like it did from the factory. So let's go ahead, get this dash pulled apart. We'll show you that, and we'll put this modulator in. Okay, we need to remove this panel, and GM made it really easy in these years to do so. Put your foot on the brake. You can put the emergency brake on. Go ahead and get it to power. Put her down into gears so we can just reach in here. Relatively easy, just pop that panel off. All right, now we need to get pull the radio out here. It looks like it's 1/4 inch, but we'll check that here in just a second. 9/32 here. It's a little loose on there. I think these are actually a 7 mil, but the 9/32 will work. I think you used long enough bolts on those, GM. All right, we got this pulled out. All right, and additional pieces that I needed to buy for this project. Antenna cables. This one has got the micro antenna on it. So I had to get one that was going to go from the large one on the modulator and go into that. So I needed to be able to plug into the existing antenna wire from the small to the large, and then coming out from the large to the small. Pain in the butt. There we go. All right, we are undone. We're also going to take the fan controls off here, HVAC controls. Main reason being is that the power wire that I'm looking for, according to the interwebs, is located. You see the keys in it, and I've got no door chime. That's because it's run through the radio. And that is one of those things with GM vehicles. You've got a couple of workarounds so that you can put aftermarket stuff in here. It's all stuff I was going to have to do if I was putting an aftermarket radio in anyway. I'm just going to be into this for about the price of an aftermarket harness and the antenna wires that are needed, without having to buy the new radio. It's bolted in, but it's got pins in it. Release pins. There we go. Okay. Got my tester here. And I believe it's this brown wire here. Right now, the ignition is off. And I've got no power. Ignition is on. And 13.4 volts. So I'm going to tap into this brown wire right here to power my unit instead of powering it from the radio. There's some tricky stuff in that, especially with this one being hooked up to like the door. Yeah, the radio doesn't shut off till the door opens, so it's integrated into the system. So you're going to pull your power from this power lead that runs to your HVAC control box. Give me a little peek inside here what I'm working with. I am going to drill a hole in here and put a nut and washer or nut and bolt on there for my ground. All right. Our ground is installed. We've got contact here, but we've got these AMP push little deals in so we can tap into that power wire without having to solder and all that other fun stuff. And we know it's this wire here that we need to tap into. Well, I guess we will see. Guess we'll find out if we have power. Right now, we're going to just test everything before we put it together. All right, we've got the power run to it. We've got the radio put back in, fed the additional antenna wire back through. Going to go ahead and put this back on. Right now, the inverter sitting in a nice little pocket here. I think we're going to leave it there. It's going to be my... because I do have this little cord here that we can plug stuff into. So instead of running all this cord up behind here and everything and adding more power or adding more line and stuff, we're just going to leave it like this for now. Got our power wire into here, so we're good there. Just kind of got to sneak really need to go get me a zip tie, kind of clean up my wires here, get them put together, put them down here. So we'll grab a zip tie, get that zip tied up, just kind of clean it up a little bit. Once the dash part gets put on, I might see if we can't run that down. I think I might be able to run it down into this little component here. That way I can take this cord and hide it in this little cubby here when not using it, and I can just pull it out of that cubby and use it. So we're going to go ahead and see if we can't route that through there, zip tie this up, get it cleaned up, get everything put back together. But when we come back, we'll have everything buttoned up here, and we'll go ahead and test it out. I've already tested it. I know it's working. So, but we'll get everything put back together here, and then we'll come back and we'll test it out. Okay. We did have to put a little notch in here to run the wires down. Otherwise, the HVAC control is not going to go back in. We've got the plug-in for this coming in down here. That's just kind of a little storage cubby. I did have to drill a little bit of a hole to run this through. But we're going to just leave it like that instead of having another 6 foot of wire running in here, so we can put a nice little adapter on it. We don't need that for this truck. At least we've got access to it so we can plug it in. Let's go ahead and get all the screws and bolts in, and then we'll come in and take a look and see how she sounds. All right, let's see if she works. Awesome. Well, we've got our FM modulator put in so I can have some tunes from my Walkman here. It's a Walkman. It's an old MP3 player, or most likely I'm going to be listening to Spotify or something, or Pandora on the phone. This is the FM stereo modulator Raptor, part number AWFMODD. Nice little unit. It installed pretty easily. It took me a couple hours to do it. I'm not somebody who does this all the time. I could probably get that down to maybe half hour, 45 minutes if I was doing this on a regular basis. I had to go back and get tools here and there every once in a while. So yeah, I wasn't set up for speed, but we got it done. It wasn't a very hard install. And now I've got some additional tunes that I can use when I'm cruising around in the old pickup. This is 45 DIY. Thanks for watching. I'm out. Check out my other channel, 45 Alpha Charlie Papa. Link is down below. We also have a t-shirt shop. Link is down below. Thanks for watching.